Shalom Aleichem. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week. This week we read Parshas Emor. And Emor teaches us the unique halachos that apply to Kohanim. And one of those unique halachos is a Kohen is not allowed to be metame lemeis. He can't defile himself to a dead body. That reflects the unique kedusha, holiness of the Kohen. However, to his very close relatives, he is allowed to be metame. He's allowed to defile himself, the Torah says. But even then, Pasuk Hey of Perach Aleph teaches us Lo Yikrechu Korcha Berosham Upa'az Zekonam Lo Yigalechu Bibsaram Lo Yisutu Saretas. Even those people that he's allowed to be metame to, he can't engage in excessive mourning. He can't rip out his hair. He can't scratch his skin. He has to go ahead and experience mourning, but not in a dramatic, overblown sense. And it's interesting, but this is not a halacha that's unique to Kahuna. This halacha applies to every member of Bnei Yisrael. And we have a separate pasuk in Parshas Re'eh that teaches us the same exact thing for all of Bnei Yisrael. And therefore the question is asked, why is it that the Kohanim need this repeated injunction? They too are members of Bnei Yisrael. Why does this have to be emphasized? I would add, this question might also arise in the Haftorah, because the Haftorah that we read this week in Yechezkel, Perek Mem Dalet, also highlights the unique injunctions that apply to Kahuna. And the last pasuk in Haftorah adds, Kol nevela utrefa min ha'of min ha'beima lo yuchlu ha'kohanim. That the Kohanim are not allowed to eat nevelos, trefos, but this is a halacha that applies to all of Bnei Yisrael. Why does it have to be singled out to the Kohanim? So I heard from one of my Rabbeim, Rabbi Yonason Sachs, Shlita, beautiful idea. He says, of course, these halachos apply to every member of Bnei Yisrael. But when you're a Kohen, the standards are raised. And just like you have unique halachos that apply specifically to the Kohen, but the bar is raised on all of the halachos. Now when you break another halacha, when you eat non-kosher food, but you're eating it not just as a regular member of Bnei Yisrael, but you're eating it as someone who has the higher level of kedusha, and therefore the bar is indeed raised. The standards, you're held to higher standards, because that kedusha of kahuna will now diffuse into everything, all activities that you do. So as we grow, as we develop, so we grow in certain areas, but the Torah teaches us that the bar is raised. We have to increase our standards in all areas. A person studies in yeshiva for a year or two, all of a sudden, he's not just a high school student. Now he's studied in yeshiva that raises the bar, that raises the expectation, that demands, that says, now you're someone different. You're an adult, you're mature, you've developed yourself, and now with the expectations that the Torah has of us are even greater. So that creates a tremendous, tremendous responsibility, but a tremendous opportunity to realize that as we develop ourselves, as we grow, every step of the way, so then the expectation is that the Torah that we learn, the developments that we make, the growth that we have, infuses and informs everything that we do. Have a wonderful Shabbos Kodesh.